Tyler Rake returns in Extraction 2 as he's back from the brink of death. Rake is then given a dangerous mission to save a family who happens to be imprisoned by a ruthless gangster. So let's talk about Extraction 2. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be talking about Extraction 2. So my initial thoughts on this movie is that it's everything I wanted in the return of Tyler Rake. As a huge fan of the first film, I was totally on board to see what this team would do in this sequel, as Sam Hargrave and Chris Hemsworth kick it into overdrive and provide an action experience like no other. Extraction 2 gives action junkies everything they need in an action-packed 2-hour experience, but has a lackluster story. So without further ado, let's dive into the review. Beginning with the story, Extraction 2 follows Tyler Rake, played by Chris Hemsworth once again. Rake is tasked to extract a gangster's family who has been held hostage in a prison. Rake teams up with his crew and sets course for a challenging yet thrilling extraction. First, let me get this out of the way. Anyone who is watching Extraction 2 is going into this movie for its thrilling and intense action. For most, they can care less about the story. But we're on my channel and I always talk about the story. So, is this story good? Kinda. Personally, it works for what the movie is trying to go for. It's believable for the most part, but it has a lot of silly plot elements that make little to no sense. One highlight was the character of Tyler Rake. They explore his character in an interesting way by giving the audience some backstory and characterization, but not overdoing it in the process. I thought the story worked. It was reaching at points, but for what this movie wanted to do, this story was exactly what it needed to be. Action, action, action. Sam Hargrave and Chris Hemsworth take Extraction 2's entertainment value into overdrive. This movie blew me away and how gritty, fun, and thrilling the experience was. Every action scene was crafted to near perfection, while each action sequence is jam-packed with everything you need in an action movie. Each take is structured so strategically to make the best possible outcome. Personally, I was a huge fan of the first movie as it reminded me how awesome action movies can be. And in Extraction 2, it gave me that exact same feeling and more. I also enjoyed Sam Hargrave's direction in the first film, as he was a former stunt director, coordinator, and has done his own stunts in other movies, so he knows his way around action. I found his direction and idea to be truly interesting and magnificent in Extraction 2. It is clearly the best work he has done so far in his career. Sam Hargrave knows exactly what the audience wants in an action film, and he creates it to where the sequences are fun and thrilling, yet believable. So yes, Extraction 2's entertainment value, in my opinion, is flawless. Before I get my overall thoughts and grade for Extraction 2, I just wanted to point out 3 things that stood out to me in the film. The first is the 21-minute, one-take action sequence that is mind-blowing. This action sequence is by far, hands down, the best thing I've seen in film in 2023. This action one-take gives you 3 separate action moments, including a fight in a prison courtyard, and a chase in the woods, and a battle on a train. These moments are intense, fast-paced, and gritty. When you watch this sequence, it almost seems as it's natural, and for some, they won't be able to tell it's actually shot to be a continuous take. This is masterclass filmmaking, along with being extraordinarily entertaining. The second thing I wanted to add was the character of Tyler Rake himself. As I already mentioned briefly in my story analysis, personally, I can connect with this character deeply. I don't know how or why, but there's something in me that truly feels for this character. The filmmakers were able to create a character that doesn't have that much to go on. However, Tyler Rake has a sad backstory that the audience can easily fall for. I think half of this is because of Chris Hemsworth is just so likable as an actor. He is really good at making this character, Tyler Rake, believable. I also like what they did to characterize Tyler Rake in this movie. It was just enough to get behind his character and root for him. There's also a line about how Rake failed to fix something that I thought was absolutely amazing. The last thing I wanted to mention was the score crafted by Henry Jackman and Alex Belcher. I was a huge fan of the score and theme for the first film. So in the second, you get the same exact theme and score, but it's a little bit different with a twist. During the action scenes, this score is loud, vibrant, and thrilling. It's something I found to be truly remarkable, but it isn't the best score ever. I just personally thought it was really well done. Overall, Extraction 2 is sensational. The action in this movie is unbelievable. Everything about this movie blew me out of the water. From the direction, acting, and action, everything hit each point perfectly. So therefore, I'm going to give Extraction 2 a massive 2 thumbs up. Now it's time for me to answer the question. Should you watch Extraction 2? Now this movie is a Netflix original, so the only way you can watch it is through Netflix. For those who already have Netflix, I can't recommend this movie enough. For action fans, this is all you need in a 2-hour thrill ride that you won't regret. For those who don't have Netflix, I recommend you getting a free trial or subscribing so you can watch the first Extraction, then you can watch the second one, because they are really good and you're not going to regret subscribing or getting that free trial. Overall, I think if you have Netflix or not, this is a movie you must find a way to see. There you have it. That's my review for Extraction 2. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of the movie. If you enjoy the content I do here, make sure you give this video a like and consider watching another video. If you want to see me again, make sure you're subscribed. That way I can see you next time. Till then, peace.